Hey guys, welcome to the first recitation of CS 170. The topic for today is an introduction to Canvas and Rutgers email services. My name is Hriday Purohit. I have given the pronunciation right there. It's Reday. And my email, if you ever want to reach out for any questions whatsoever, is hriday.purohit@rutgers.edu. I would like to apologize for the first lecture being asynchronous. I was really looking forward to meeting you all, but due to Labor Day, this is what is happening. Um, but henceforth, all the lectures are going to be in person. Let's move forward and get this started. So I'm going to be taking over sections 32 and 31. The subject, as I already mentioned, was CS 170. The instructor is going to be Professor Guillermo Fuentes, and all the lectures henceforth are going to be synchronous. The lectures will be scheduled every Monday at Tillett Hall, 106J at the Livingston campus. The timings will be different for both the sections, although the day will be Monday. So timing for section 32 will be 4:05 p.m. to 5 p.m. And for section 31 is going to be 5:55 p.m. to 6:50 p.m. Lab support will be on Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at College Ave's academic building. And office hours are going to be on Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Hill 378 on Bush campus. Let's move forward. The objective of this entire lecture is going to be fivefold. Firstly, I'm going to do an introduction of myself and hoping that you all do an introduction for yourselves as well. Secondly, I'm going to be talking about Rutgers email services. Thirdly, Canvas. Fourth, how to upload file to Canvas. And fifth, what are Scarlet apps? So without any further ado, let's get started. So about me, my name, as I mentioned, is Hriday Purohit. I am from Mumbai, India. I graduated with a bachelor's in engineering from computer engineering from the University of Mumbai. Post that, I interned and worked as a data scientist at H2O.ai for a year. Currently, I'm pursuing a master's in computer science at Rutgers University. I have a keen interest in robotics and mathematics and a little bit of machine learning. Other than that, I love playing a lot of soccer and I love doing martial arts. So yeah, I'd love to get to know you all. So I've mentioned a form right there. You can please, I'll wait for a minute and you can just copy this link or type it into your own URL bar and you all can talk a bit more about yourselves. This form will also be used for attendance purposes. So make sure you fill it as soon as possible. I'll wait for a couple of seconds so that you can copy it. All right, let's move forward. Rutgers email services. So this is very important. Every student should have his or her email on Canvas. Like the email is the only way through which I and professors can contact you. So every single communication is going to be taking place through this email. So make sure your emails are listed on Canvas. Every class announcement, be it from me or be it from professors, will be sent to the Canvas website through these email addresses. So make sure your emails are listed. It is of utmost importance. If your emails are not activated, let's do that right now. I'll help you all through it and you all can do it with me. So I've mentioned a link here. You can just click on this and go to the link. So there we go. Now I'm sure every one of you has a net ID. If you all don't have one or if it's not activated, you all can just click on this and activate your net ID and follow the steps ahead. Currently, we are going to focus on emails. So let's go to manage email addresses. As you can see, I'm been straightly directed to this web page. Technically, you all will be directed to a login page where you need to enter your net ID and your password and maybe a two-factor authentication to come to this page. Once you reach this page, you won't have this particular email address. All you will have is this email address, which is hp580, that is your net ID, at scarletmail.rutgers.edu. You can add a personalized email address, which I added. It could be a first name dot last name at rutgers.edu. First name dot last name would be preferred because that is the way in which I and professors can identify you. And you can just do that and click create. Note, once you do this, it will take about 24 hours for the email to get activated. So give it some time. All right. Again, I'm going to reiterate. You go to this page, which is the hyperlink is present on the slides, which I'll send it to you, but you can just note it down netid.rutgers.edu/index.htm. You need to click on manage email addresses, login wherever your portal comes up, Once you log in, you come to this page. You need to create a new personalized email address, which will be your first name dot your last name at rutgers.edu. And once you create it, it will come up and will be officially online in 24 hours. So give it some time. Okay, let's go back. Once all of this is done, we can talk about Canvas. Canvas is the utmost priority for you all right now. It is going to be the place where you connect with me and professors. So every single announcement, every single notification will go through Canvas. So make sure you set it up well. Okay. So we'll log into Canvas. So let's start. I've mentioned hyperlink here as well. All you need to do is click on this, log into Canvas, click on Net ID login. Okay. So as you can see, I'm directly logged in. Again, what you all will be shown will be a login page. I think I can do that for you if I can log out. Log out. Okay. Okay, it's not happening. Sorry. So you will be shown a login page where you need to add your net ID and your password, and you need to log in and use two-factor authentication if you do. I'll suggest you all to use it because it gives a certain sense of security to your account. Okay. So next step. Let's now move on to Canvas. So we can go on to courses and we can go on to Comp Apps Business 170. That is CS 170 for 2022 fall. If you click it here, I'll go into student view so that I can see what you all are seeing. Okay, let's start. Let's talk about the hyperlinks that I mentioned here. First, let's start with the citations. If you click here, you'll be able to see all the recitation locations and sections that are mentioned here. So as you can see, we are 31 and 32. If you go down, this is this. Here's my name, I'll be taking our recitations. And you will have the timings, which is Monday is 5:55 to 6:50, or Monday is 4:05 to 5. The location is same, it's still at 106J. That will be at Livingston campus. And yeah, that's about it. Okay. So in-person lectures, every single lecture will be in person for CS 170. As both of the sections are 31 and 32, you all will fall under Professor Fuentes. So if you click right here, you will see the details about Professor Fuentes. You can look at class materials from here. Like, just click on it. These are all the class materials that you can see: assignments, course information, exam information, reading resources, recitation information, recitation data, Excel resources, everything that's present right here. Also, you also have a WebEx link for Professor Fuentes for his office hours. I think you need to schedule it with him, and you can accordingly just go on this link and have a meeting with him. Okay. Going on to asynchronous lectures, since our sections do not cover asynchronous, let's move forward and skip this. Talking about exam schedules, all exams, all sections are online. The exams are right here. So exam 1 will happen on Wednesday, October 12th, 7 p.m. to Thursday, October 13th, 7 p.m. And the exam 2 is going to happen on November 16th, 7 p.m. to November 17th, 7 p.m. And the final exam is going to be on December 20th, 4 p.m. to December 21st, 4 p.m. The exam 1 and exam 2 are both 80 minutes each. The final exam, which is 3 hours, will be 180 minutes each. Okay. Now going on to the more important hyperlinks of this particular page. Once again, I'll reiterate, you go to courses, you go to this, which is your course, and you are on the home page. You can move down and you can see all of these hyperlinks right here. Let's go to the first one, course syllabus. This is the most important part of this particular chapter because you need to know your course syllabus in and out. The table of contents are mentioned right here. You can talk about everything. So let's move a bit down. Let's go to course information. There'll be details about the courses. The classes begin on September 6th. Recitations begin on September 6th and continue to December 14th. Lectures, as I mentioned, are going to be face-to-face. Okay. Exam hour dates, I already mentioned that previously, but as you can see, it's October 12th, November 16th, and December 20th. And you can see the lectures, they meet for 3 55-minute periods a week and 2 lectures and 1 recitation. So your classes may be in one of the 3 modes. So it can be the asynchronous, synchronous, or face-to-face. Next part. Okay. So if you move a bit down, you can see the course instructors. So for section 15 to 24, it's Professor John. Then it's Professor Arnold Lau for sections 1 to 11. And for us, which is section 31 and 32, we have Professor Guillermo Fuentes. The lecture timings, as I mentioned here, is going to be at Thursday, 7:45 p.m. to 8:40 p.m. at Livingston campus. and Tuesday as well. Sorry. So the objectives of these lecture are mentioned right here. So these objectives are basically the at the end of the course. Once you finish the course, the student should be able to, or you should be able to solve, or at least be able to do all of these objectives. So you can read it out. And once again, I reiterate, please read the syllabus carefully before starting the course. It is really important. Talking about topics, reading, and assignments, this is a basic outline of how things are going to be. So we can talk about hardware and software. So we're going to talk about this, then networking, basics of networking, information organization, HTML starts up, logic and algorithms, JavaScript, spreadsheets and databases. It keeps on going forward. Masks. Since COVID has just gone back and things are getting better, but I think we still need to be cautious. So masks are compulsory for every lecture. And as mentioned here, as of June 10th, 2022, coverings are required in all indoor teaching spaces, libraries, and clinical settings. So make sure you'll have a mask. It's important. Academic integrity. You all can read this and read all of it end to end, but I'll just give you a brief summary. Please make sure that you do your assignments on your own. Do not copy, because it is not going to help you or the person you're copying from. Things are taken really strictly here, and if you are caught plagiarizing, copying, cheating, or even aiding somebody else, as in you don't do anything but you make sure somebody else copies from you, you are still going to be caught. And based on how you're caught, your penalty will be varying, and it is going to be a huge penalty, trust me. So let's not go down that road, and make sure you follow all these guidelines and have an academic integrity, because it is going to be really important to not cheat, not copy, and not plagiarize any documents in this course or in any other course. I'll just read out the types of cheating that are present here. It's cheating, plagiarism, aiding others in committing a violation, failure to cite sources, fabrication, using another person's ideas, unauthorized collaboration, sabotaging another student's work. Cheating, as you all know, is cheating. Plagiarism is taking somebody else's work. Aiding others is helping somebody, which it seems like a good deed, but it's not. Please do not copy. Failing to cite sources correctly, don't do that. Fabrication, you cannot fabricate data. Using another person's ideas without attribution, please don't do that. Once again, make sure what you're doing is your own work and it is solely yours. Unauthorized collaboration, if an assignment is meant for you, it is meant for you, not for anybody else. So please, I said myself and everybody else are forced to comply with the rules of the college. So please make sure you do not cheat, because it has certain consequences that will not be favorable to you. So I think this is the honor pledge. So for every major exam, assignment, or any other assessment, you need to type this on top of your assignment, so that you make sure, and I'll just read it out for you. On my honor, the work I'm submitting is my own work. I have neither received nor given any unauthorized assistance on this examination, that is assignment, paper, quiz, etc. Again, I reiterate, as a student or a TA to another student, please do not copy, because will be reprimanded and the consequences aren't going to be good for you. So just make sure you do your work on your own. It is a good course. It is an easy course. I'll try my best to teach. I'll try my best to, make the recitations as fun and informative as possible. Professors are amazing. They're going to teach it well to you. So make sure we will make sure that you get the knowledge. You make sure that you do it on your own and do not copy. All right. That's all. Let's move forward to Canvas tools. If you want, you can just read this once again, all of these. Okay, let's move forward to Canvas tools. Okay, so course materials. We're talking about the course materials that are needed in the subject. So this is the book. This is the textbook that you need. External file storage, you should make sure to always back up all your work on a cloud-based folder, just in case you have issues with the computer. Obviously, everything today is on the cloud, so make sure your data is backed up to the cloud, because you never know what can happen to hardware, right? Okay. Other softwares you'll need is Excel, spreadsheets. Excel would be the best way to go forward with that. Flow charting software. I think draw.io is pretty common and something that everybody can use. JavaScript software, everything is mentioned right here. You just need to follow the links and download the software and use it. That's all. Okay, let's Scarlet apps. I think you can just read it. We will talk about it at a later stage, and I'll make sure I explain Scarlet apps well to you. Scarlet mail as well. talking about using your own laptops, assignments submitted to Canvas must be readable in software used for this course. Assignments submitted to Canvas which cannot be opened will receive no credit. Okay, so this is important. Make sure that the assignments you submit are readable by everyone or by the software used by Canvas. So please do not this excuse that, oh, my software is not being able to be read by your computer does not work. If it's not read, it's given zero credit. So please don't go with that way. Just make sure that whatever you're uploading is readable by every single software or the software that Canvas uses. That will be beneficial for all of us. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, grading. Let's talk about grading. So there are 5 types of grading methodologies that are going to be used. One is going to be hourly exam 1, as I mentioned. The second is going to be hourly exam 2. Then there's a final exam, there's an assignment, and there's a quiz. The early exam 1 and 2 have 60 points each. The final exam has 120 points, and the assignments have 220 points. The quizzes have 40 points. As you can all see, assignments have a huge distribution in this particular set. So make sure you're doing all your assignments on time before the due date, and it is correct. So, and do not cheat as well. So if you all try to do good in your assignments, I'm sure that you all will receive amazing grades, and it will be beneficial to you all. There are also going to be 20 extra credit points given. So yeah, that is another thing. So please make sure you attend all the lectures. Make sure that you solve the assignments on time. And I think you'll be good to go. And obviously study for the exams. I did talk about the exams. I'll reiterate it again. Talking about the early exam 1, it's going to be on October 12th, 7 p.m. to October 13th, 7 p.m. Exam 2 is November 16th, 7 p.m. to November 17th, 7 p.m. And the final exam is going to be December 20th, 7 p.m. to December 21st, 7 p.m. Again, it's 80 minutes, and 3 hours. And all of this is in a 24-hour time window. So make sure you do it well. And yeah, all the details can be found in Canvas. Let's move forward. Okay, the second chance policy, you can read this through. So basically, if a student receives a 0 grade for an exam 1 or an exam 2, the second chance policy will not be applied towards the missed exam. Not taking an exam will result in a 0 grade. So if we can talk about the second chance grade, second chance policy, I'll just explain it to you. Basically, as the name suggests, everybody gets a second chance. So if let's say, I'll just describe it to you. So if the 3-hour final exam is cumulative of a part 1 exam and exam 1 material, a part 2 exam and exam 2 material, and part 3 material, which will be taught after exam 2, the entire exam will be counted as a final exam, right? So if the student scores a higher score on part 1 of the final than they did on exam 1, the score they received on part 1 of the final will replace the one they had in exam 1. So let's say you scored a 50 in exam 1, a 50 in exam 2, and an 80 in exam 1 in the final exams part 1 and 80 in final exam part 2. Your 80 will replace your 50. So you basically get a second chance. So that is really beneficial. As I mentioned prior to this, if you receive a 0 grade for exam 1 or exam 2, the second chance policy will not be applied for you. And not taking an exam will result in a 0 grade. Okay. Again, scores will only flow from the final exam to exam 1 and exam 2, meaning a higher score on exam 1 than part 1 of the final will not impact the final exam score. So basically, if you score a high score in the exam 1 and you have a different score in exam 2, like in the final exams part 1, that score, the bigger score, will not impact the smaller score. It's going to be the other way around. Okay, please make sure you read this well, especially the points in red. And again, this is in bold. There are no optional parts in the final exam. So the final exam is mandatory. Quizzes. Throughout the semester, there'll be quizzes administered to Canvas, and total points, as I mentioned right here, are going to be 40 for quizzes. 60, okay. Total points that you're going to be getting for quizzes. And each quiz is posted for approximately 3 days between Wednesday and Friday. So the exact opening dates and times will be published on Canvas. I will show you all how to check that. And all quizzes will reopen on the last day of class for any emergency situations that may have caused you to miss the quiz. So if you miss the final quiz, you get a grade 0, but you will always get a second chance in the quiz on the last day of class. So make sure that you know that well. So if by chance you have a medical emergency or a family exigency and you are not able to attend a particular quiz, you will be able to do it on the last day of the class. Make sure to remember that. Assignments, as I mentioned, have 220 points. So please make sure you give it good thought and do it on your own without copying. If you do that well, I'm sure you are destined to get a good grade. So make sure you're doing assignments on time, well, and on your own. That's the 3 points of assignments. As mentioned here, all assignments must be uploaded by the assignments tool in Canvas. Assignments sent through email will not be accepted. So please don't tell me or the professor that I have sent you the assignment via email. That doesn't work. Upload it on Canvas before the due date and things will work out well for you. No other options will be provided. And let's move forward. Yeah, verify your assignment is submitted properly to Canvas. Verification is your responsibility. So when you apply and when you submit your assignment through Canvas, you'll be shown that your assignment was on the right side. You'll be shown assignment was submitted at XYZ timestamp. Make sure that is shown to you, because if you are shown that particular line, that means your assignment has been submitted well and it has been received by the system. Otherwise, it's not. So the verification of that is completely your responsibility. So make sure you check it well. Again, I'll just browse through this. I'll just read the important points. Discrepancies regarding the assignment grades must be clarified within 2 weeks after the assignment due date. No consideration is given after the 2 week limit. So let's say you think that you might deserve a better grade or some other exigency. Make sure you let the instructor or the recitation PTL know that the grade must be changed, or any other clarification should be done within 2 weeks after the due date. Nothing more than that. If it's more than 2 weeks, nothing is considered. Again, Wednesday, December 14th is the last day of fall 2022 semester. All grade related conflicts must be resolved with the instructor before this date. No work is accepted and no grades are changed after the semester ends. So once the semester ends, nothing is going to change. Everything is written in stone. So make sure you do it before Wednesday, December 14th. Free late policy is really good. So you're given one free late policy. As mentioned, this is one opportunity to submit a late assignment without penalty. If you choose to give this free late, you must email your TA before the accept until date for that assignment. You must then submit your assignment until the accept until date for this assignment, and you may only do this once. So basically, there is a due date and there is an accept until date. The accept until date is the date until which you should technically be submitting all your assignments, right? So if by chance you can't, for one free, you are offered one free late that you can email me, and you can just ask me and you can let me know that I'm using my one free late for this assignment and I'll be submitting it later than the period that was given to me. That's all. And you cannot use a free late on extra credit assignments. And we move on. I'll be talking about assignment 1 today, which is an extra credit assignment. You cannot use a free late on extra credit assignments. Again, I'd just like to reiterate, you are given one free late. One free late is one opportunity that you can use to submit a late assignment without any penalty whatsoever. And you have to email this to me before the accept until date. Only then you get this pass and one free pass, and you can use this to submit your assignment a bit late. That's it. And again, to avoid any uploading problems, do your assignments well before the due date. Read the assignment and related documents completely before beginning your assignment so that your time is used efficiently and productively. Note, you can submit an assignment multiple times until the due date. So let's say you submit it once, you have some error, you submit it again. You can keep on doing it until the due date. Once the due date is passed, you can't do it anymore. Got it? Great. Extra credit. Okay, so throughout the semester, you get chance to get extra credits. Yeah. So the first assignment, 2 points, is what 2 extra credit points. The assignment confirms that your account functions and you're able to upload stuff on Canvas. So basically, the first assignment that I'll be giving today is going to be worth 2 extra credit points. So you cannot use your free late here. This assignment basically just checks that you can upload all your files through and on Canvas. So make sure you do this and you get 2 points. And as you can read, TA extra credit, up to 8 points will be added based on evaluation by your TA, that is me. And these points will be earned through supplementary exercises, attendance, participation, quizzes, etc. So yeah, make sure you do well, you attend lectures well, and you never know, you may get all the extra credit points. Instructors, on the other hand, have 10 extra credit points. So the instructor, that is Professor Fuentes, will be able to give you 10 extra credit points. As mentioned here, it's based on lecture activities defined by a lecture during the semester. The instructor will inform you how these points are earned and no later than the second lecture. Got it? Great. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. These are all resources for mental wellness, statement of the moment, copyright notice, and yeah, that's done. Let's close this. Okay. Now let's move forward to activities and the schedule. So when you click on the second link, you see your schedule. Your schedule is a very concise yet perfect explanation of how your schedule is going to be throughout the semester. So as you can see, week one, it's from 6th September to 11th September. You have the first course, you have what readings you need to do, your recitation, assignment posted. Like it's even mentioned that it's an extracurricular assignment. Your post date is mentioned, your due date is mentioned, your accept until date is mentioned. So basically, and yeah, so that if you can see, let me just explain the due date and accept until date logic to you. So basically, you'll have a due date and you'll have an accept until date. So due date is a date by which you should be sending or you should be basically uploading all your assignments. Accept until date is the last date until which I can accept your particular assignment. You can use, as mentioned prior to this, you can use your free late until the accept until date, but you need to mention that to me before the accept until date, right? So let's say, let's take this particular assignment two, and okay, the due date is 23rd and the accept until is 30th. So you need to mention to me prior to 30th saying that, um, Hriday, I have XYZ emergency. I want to use my free late and I will be submitting my assignment a bit late. So you can send it after the due date as well, and there will be no other that you will not be penalized for it. But that's just once. All right. For extra credit, there is no difference. So basically, you can see the due date and accept until date are the same, and the free late does not apply. Got it? Okay. So yeah, you can see your quizzes. So let's say week three has its own quiz, exams, exam will be here, assignments, quiz points, extra credit points. So everything is given right here. You can see how many points are given to each and every part of every week. So you can see like a week one has two extra credit points and nothing else. Week two has assignment points, week three has assignment and quiz points, and so on and so forth. So everything is going to be very well concisely and perfectly put in the schedule, so you can just plan your days and you can plan your work a lot prior to when it's given to you. Okay, again, you use this particular hyperlink. Let's go to course resources and weekly learning objectives. If you click here, yeah, okay, so if you click on week one resources, you'll be directed to another PDF file where you get everything. So let's say textbook is Fluency 7. So you need, so basically this is the textbook you need. You'll be told about which chapters you need to go through. You'll be told about the videos and resources you can use. Vocabulary. So all these particular vocabulary, these words are important to you and you need to know what these mean. So what is meant by, as describe what is meant by analog information, bits, bytes, panda, metadata, list, etc. Text questions to complete, pages are given to you, the question numbers are given to you, recitation, learning objectives. And so these are the learning objectives for the recitation, as I'm doing right now. It's a navigate to Canvas tools, explaining the purpose of each, using Canvas tools to view and submit work, explain the organization and of course materials in Canvas, use Scarlet apps and Google Drive. All right. So this is all the week one resources. If you go back, we can just, yeah, close it. So you have this for every single week. You also have academic integrity violation types. You have levels and outcomes. So as I mentioned before, there are going to be outcomes if you cheat or plagiarize. So if you can see, okay, there's a video and this tells you, oh, this is an ad, I'm sorry. So yeah, there's a video that will tell you about what different academic integrity violations are. And I'm sorry. Yep. And this will tell you about the outcomes of it. Okay. That's about it for this. Let's move forward. Let's go to assignments. Okay, this is an important part. If you click here, you go to your assignments tab, which is basically, if you don't want to click there, all you need to do is go to courses, go to comp apps or business, and you need to go to assignments. Got it? Or you can just use the hyperlink here. If you can see, they're both the same page. Great. Okay. So currently, assignment one is not available for you. It opens up on September 6th. All you need to do is click on the assignment and you need to start sub. And once it is unlocked, you will have an option to upload the assignment for you. As of now, the assignment is locked, so I can't show you how to upload a file to the how upload a file. But I'll just give you a brief example of how it works. You will be shown a particular table down here. In that table, it will be shown the assignment is what is the due date for everybody. So at times, as I mentioned, let's say X student asks for a free late. So if let's roll back a little bit. So if let's say everyone is going to give the assignment on time, at least for this assignment, that's the case. It's gonna show everyone. It's gonna show the time that is the due date, and basically everyone has to submit the assignment by X date. But now let's say a student Y comes up to me and tells me that hi, I before the due date that hi, it doesn't work on this assignment because this is extra credit, but in general for any other assignment, if the student comes and tells me that hi, I would like to submit it a bit late, and using my free late, one free late for this particular assignment, it will show everyone has a sub due date of this, but one person, and that one person will have a due date of that. So there's a difference. So that's all you can do. So it's pretty simple. On the side, you will have a button basically where you can upload files. The upload files can be from your computer, it can be from Dropbox, it could be from Scarlet apps, that is Google Drive and Google Docs. So you can upload your files accordingly and you can just post them. And once you click on them, again, I'm really sorry, I can't seem to show this to you. I will, if possible, I'll try to create another video and show it to you all. But as of now, all I'm trying to tell you is once you upload the file on the side and you submit the file through either Dropbox, Google Drive, or any Scarlet app, that is Google Docs, etc., or through your computer, then once you submit the file, you're going to be shown a tick mark and a submitted at XYZ timestamp. Make sure you check this because that verification is at your discretion. So if it is verified, yes, the software has received the document. If not, the software hasn't received the document. So make sure you see that. Sorry about the noise. Okay, let's move forward. So this is for assignments. I can show you. So let's say I'll just read it. So assignment 1 is not available until September 6th. So on September 6th at 6 a.m. the assignment opens up. It's due at September 16th at 11:59 p.m. It's for 2 extra credit points. Week 2 is right here. So week 2 assignment is not available until September 12th due. So basically the assignment will only be available after the lecture. So the lecture will not discuss the next assignment. So recitation lectures will not have any assignment discussion. So like I can't talk about what the next assignment is going to be. But as you can see, the dates match. So let's say your first assignment opens up on September 6th, your second assignment opens up on September 12th, third opens on September 21st, and so on and so forth. You have to submit the first one on 16th, that due date. So post the due date, you can still submit it, but there'll be certain penalties that you'll be affected by. So make sure you submit it before the due date. So yeah, let's start off by assignment 1. I talked about it. I can't seem to show you the upload part, but I'll make sure I create another video for that and show it to you all. Again, I'll just reiterate, you are shown a table down here that basically tells you that what who is to submit the assignment when. It's either everyone for XYZ time or everyone but XYZ students for a certain time. So let's say if 2 students come and ask me for a free late, they will have a different due date. Meanwhile, everybody else will have the normal due date. And that one free late will be taken away from you. Okay, so other than that, you will also be shown a particular box where you can see all the details. I think if I go from my normal view, I may be able to show you. Okay, this. Great. Sorry. So I still can't seem to upload the assignment because yeah, I'm not allowed to do that. But if you can see, I will talk about this particular page. So this assignment has 2 points. What you need to do is a file upload. As I mentioned, your due date for everyone is at September 16th, and it is available from September 6th at 6 a.m. to September 16th, 11:59 p.m. Let's say if a student comes and tells me that he wants a free late or she wants a free late, it gets added here. So it's everyone but one, and that one student is shown here, and his or her dates are shown differently. That's all. You have a particular part here that you can upload your assignment to, and once you upload, it is shown submitted at XYZ timestamp. I reiterated, sorry, but make sure the timestamp is shown in your case, because if you see the timestamp, that means that you have uploaded the assignment on time and it has been received by the particular software. If I show you assignment 1, so as you can see, it's a very simple assignment. Freely doesn't apply, it's extra credit. You have to submit to Canvas using this particular extension. It's called assignment1_answers.docx. The directions are going to be create a new file using Scarlet Docs, answer the questions, and for your assignment to be graded, please include the following after, like, just make sure, as I talked about this during the academic integrity violation, On my own, I have neither received nor given any unauthorized assistance on this assignment. Make sure it's on top of every single one of the assignments. Make it a habit. If it's not there, your assignment can't be checked because it will be assumed that you have copied or plagiarized. Okay, so after answering the questions, you just need to submit your assignment using to Canvas using Canvas assignment links, as I mentioned you. And I can't seem to show it to you, but as I mentioned prior to this, that's the method in which you apply. It's just a button you click on and just upload your file. All right. Let's move on to questions to answer and submit for this assignment. So this is a really basic assignment. Are grades in this course curved? Can an assignment be submitted after the accept until date? Who is responsible for verifying the proper submission of an assignment? All of this is written in the syllabus and other documents that I've mentioned to you. If you read them well, you can solve this assignment perfectly. So it's a very simple assignment. All you need to do is answer this in a Google Doc file. You need to upload that. You need to download that as a Microsoft Word file and upload that as the docs file you need to upload on Canvas, and that's about it. It's 2 extra credits, so make sure you do it on time. And yep, that's about it. Let's go back. Quizzes. Quizzes are going to be, let me just show you the schedule because it'll be easier. So if you look at the schedule, you have your first quiz on 3rd week, then 4th week, then 5th week, then it's I think the 7th week, 8th week, 9th week, 10th week, and accordingly. So as you can see, it's 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. So accordingly, you can just, the quizzes are available right here. All you need to do is click. And yeah, you can just, I don't think it's visible to you all right now. If I go to student view, I don't think you can see it. Yep. So it's locked until this particular date. All you need to do is solve the quiz. It's just a basic quiz. You solve it and you get points for it. All right. I'll show it to you again in normal view. So, yeah. It's 5 points, it's graded, that's all. Again, you need to talk about all this. So you need to, as this law applies, you may use text and resources available to you through Canvas. You may not ask for any human assistance, give any assistance to anyone, or use any online tutoring service. Again, do it by yourself. It will be simple if you pay attention in class, and it can be done. The quiz is worth 5 points. You have 2 attempts in completing the quiz. The highest score will be recorded, so it's best out of 2. And the time limit is 40 minutes for each question, each quiz attempt, sorry. So you have it's 5 points, 40 minutes, and 2 attempts. Make sure you do it well. I'll go back to student view. I'm sorry. So courses, business, and go to student view. So I think we went around quizzes. That's done, as I showed you. Let's go back and let's talk about lab support hours. So everything is mentioned right here. It's lab support hours, office hours, instructor emails, instructor office locations, everything. All of these start on September 12th. Make sure to remember this date. And yeah, so if you talk about me, for example, my time is Thursdays. It's from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. At college, I have academic building. My name is written right here. And yeah, there are other locations as well, but this is for me in particular. Talking about office hours, that is lab support office hours is 1 hour. So my name should be right here. It's section 31 and 32. It's from Wednesdays, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And it's going to be at Hill 378 at Bush campus. All right. There's my email right here. Again, if you have any queries, any doubts whatsoever, just email me at hriday.purohit@rutgers.edu. There's details about the instructors as well. We will have Professor Guillermo Fuentes. So his dates are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 to 6:30. His email is right here, and you can use the WebEx links for his office hours and any details for that. Okay. All right. So yeah, we can go on from. We can talk a bit more about Canvas now. So we checked out courses. I'll just show you grades. So let's go to announcements first. All right. So announcements. Announcements are basically any sorts of announcements that you are going to be doing. So this is, let's say, my announcement for section 31 and 32. Every single message that I need to convey to you all will be through these announcements, and you will be receiving them. So let's say HP is there, Purohit, you see my name. HCS 170, section 31 and 32 recitation. I have put a small message for you all, and I have put a document right here. It's downloading, but I think I'll just show it to you later. Okay. So yeah, This is just a message for all of you all, telling you all that I'm sorry that the first lecture is asynchronous. But yeah, it's just giving you some details about what has to be submitted when, and every single message that I need to convey to you all will be done through these announcements. So make sure you check it regularly. Let's move on to assignments. We saw that. Discussions, you all can use that for discussions. Grades, okay. So all your assignments and quizzes will be graded, right? So as of now, you can't see any grades, but you will be shown grades. So this is extra credit, assignment 1 out of 2. So you get your score right here, and your status will be shown. So you can just keep on getting all your grades for all of these, and your exams, assignments, everything, and do not count as well. So all of your grades are shown right here, and in the end, your grades are summed up, and you get a total grade for this particular course. It's as simple as that. Let's move on to files. Files contain all the files for this particular lecture, so on this particular course. So let's take, this is 170. So if you go down to assignments, you will have assignment files. As of now, it's empty, but yeah, you have course information. This is like the schedule and the syllabus. You have exam information, you have readings, you have recitation information. So if you go here, you can click on my name. I'll be a recitation instructor. Section 3132. This is the information for students. So if you click on this file, all you can see is, yeah, so this will be telling you all about what my email is, what my name is, what my office hours will be, what are the timings of our lectures, are the recitation lectures, and where they will be. This will also have details about the examination and course information, etc. Okay. Yeah, course materials can be found right here. Assignments are worth these many points. Quizzes are right here. There are extra points available, so I can just talk about how many points. So 4 of these points are, so I can give 8 extra points, right? So four of them are for attendance. So as you can see, it's mentioned right here, 4 out of 4 for missing 0 or 1 recitation, 3 out of 4 for 2 or 3, and so on and so forth. And 4 points are for quizzes, worksheets, or any challenge problems that I create. All right. 2 points are for the first assignment, and 10 points are instructor credits that Professor Fuentes will be giving to you all based on your academic and whatever reasons he deems worthy. So that's about it. Yeah, completion of the course service at the end of the semester has 2 points as well to make up for any of the 20 extra credit points you missed in the semester. So make sure you fill these end of the course surveys. You might get 2 extra points, and there's no harm in getting extra points, right? Yep. Okay, that's about it. Quizzes are done. Library, Zoom, Cisco WebEx. Okay, perfect. We can go to calendar now. So this was courses, right? Courses, comp apps of business. Now we can go to calendar. Calendar, as you understand, is a basic calendar for you all. So this calendar will tell you what the due date for your assignments is, what time your exams are, etc., etc. So let's say we are at September 2022. The assignment one will be live on 6th September and will be due by 16th September, right? So this is the due date for assignment one. You click on it, you can click right here. Currently, as you can see, it won't be available. But yeah, you can do that once the assignment is available, and you can just check your calendar for due dates, whatnot. It can be shown by week, month, or your agenda as well. So let's say you have 16th, this, 23rd, 30th, October, so on and so forth. I'll just drink some water. Sorry for that. Not used to speaking this much, so I'm really sorry. Yeah. Okay. So I think you can just give this a look, and we can move on from Canvas to Scarlet apps now. Okay. But I'll just, once again, I'm sorry I couldn't show you how to upload a file on Canvas. I'll make sure I show that to you once I get the particular access. So I'll make sure I create a video for that and upload it. But at the time being, just understand, and I've explained it pretty well, but just imagine and go forward with that process. I'll make sure I show it to you as well once I get the access. All right. Okay, let's move on to Scarlet apps now. Scarlet apps are basically Rutgers implementation for Google Apps. So Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Drive, everything for Rutgers is called Scarlet apps. So Rutgers has partnered with Google to provide all of these resources. Even your email will be on Gmail. So it's a Scarlet mail, which is Gmail. So let's move forward and show you. So if you want to access these Scarlet apps, all you need to do is click on it.rutgers.edu/Scarlet apps. Here's the link. So you can just click on it. If you haven't activated Scarlet apps, just click right here and new users can activate it. I already have, so everything is ready right here. Let's go down to Google Docs and we'll show you how Scarlet Docs works, right? So Scarlet Mail would be your Gmail, Calendar would be your Google Calendar, Docs would be your Google Docs, right? So you are shown your drive now. So if you are shown your Google Drive right now, and before this, you will be shown a login screen with the net ID and password. All you need to do is, sorry, all you need to do is enter your net ID and your password and maybe a two-factor authentication, and you'll be in. Your drive screen, as you can see, is displayed right here. And using a new option, like, I mean, if you can see here, let's create two folders now. So I'm sure everyone has used Google Drive before, but if not, let's just create two folders. New folder, add to it folder one, create, should be a perfect. And let's do folder two. I'll give you all a second to do it. And I think, got it? Okay. So now if you want to access Google Docs, all you need to do is click on these three dots right here. You'll be shown all the Google apps you have available. You click right here. Sorry, you have Google Docs. Click on that. And Google Docs is open. Now you have no text documents right now. I think neither do I. So we need to create a Google Doc, and let's just create a new blank document. So yeah, here it is. You create a blank document. I'll just show it back to you. All you need to do is click on blank. That's it. Again, I'll reiterate, three dots, docs, and blank. That's it. You create a new Google Doc. Now in this Google Doc, let's just add some details. So let's say we add CS 170, my name, Hriday Arnab Purohit. You all can call me Hriday. That's as simple as that. It's Hriday. And let me add my email if possible, or what should I be adding? Let me add my sections. Okay, so it's sections 31 and 32. Great, that's how we do it. Next step. So on a Google Doc, you can't save. If you all know, it's on the cloud, right? So you don't have to save your Google Docs. It's just written. Last year it was seconds ago. It's automatically saved. There is no save option. So all you need to do is, let's rename this document to something, right? So to save it, let's just do it like my first Google Doc. Perfect. I think that should be it. And yeah, so now once you have downloaded this Google Doc, once you have renamed this Google Doc, let's start downloading it. So you all should also just type your name here, type the course name here, type your name here, type the sections right here, then change the name of the document and it will be saved. And let's download the document. To download the document, all you need to do is file, download, and save it as .docx, which is a Microsoft Word document. Save. As you can see, it's downloaded right here. If you want to check, it should be there on my Finder right about now. Yep, it's right there on my Finder. Perfect. That's great. If you want, I can delete this. To bin, and I do it again for you. File, download, Microsoft Docs, and it should be there again. Yeah, it's there. Perfect. We got the document right here, and the extension is .docx, so it's a Microsoft Word document. Now the next step would be, let's just open, let's open our Google Drive. Let's open folder one and let's upload the document here. How do you upload a document here? Does anybody know? You can either just new file upload, downloads, you click on my first Google Docs and you upload, or a simpler way would be just, just dragging this from here to here. That's all. It's uploading and here it is. It's as simple as that. Like, there's no change whatsoever. Okay, so now if you go back, you can see the document is in folder one. If you open the document, close this. Here you go. That's it. Let's show you how to move the document. So let's see, folder one is full, folder two is empty, right? I'm going to move this from folder one to folder two. Double click it, right click, you click on move to. All you need to do is go back, click on folder two and move. That's it. Back, folder two, it's right here. Now, if you need to move it back, again, I'll show it to you, right click, move to, go back, click on folder one and move. That's all. That's literally it. That's literally all about Scarlet documents. That's all. So if you want, I'll just show you. So if you have Google Docs right here, You can also use multiple other features, let's say Google Slides, Google Sheets, Calendar, Meet, etc. These are all Scarlet apps, and you will be logged in using a Rutgers email ID, which is, for me, it's hp580@scarletmail.rutgers.edu. You'll have your own net ID at scarletmail, and that's about it. I'll just go through the document once again that I had uploaded right there. I'll just, yep, on Canvas, just to show you. Net ID. Until then, let's just move forward. Okay, so this was pretty much the last part. I'll just show you the document again. To check documents, let's try it together. We go to courses, we go to files, we go to the course, sorry. Then we go to files, you go to recitation information, you go to my name, which is Hriday, and you click on the file. So this might have multiple files. Currently, this is the file. As I mentioned prior to this, the file contains every single detail about me. So it contains my email, my name, my office hours, my lab support time, your recitation times, examination points, course information, assignments, due dates, quizzes, everything. So everything you need to know is right here. And in other links that I mentioned, such as the syllabus and schedule. So make sure you go through all of this. And I think we should be done for today. Once again, I'd like to apologize for this being asynchronous. I'll make sure the face-to-face lectures are more fun and more interactive, not just monotonous. But yeah, I'm hoping to meet you all next week, and I'll hope that you finish everything that I've told you. That is the assignment that is for extra credits. Make sure you do it well. Make sure you attend the lectures well. Make sure you see this. And again, I'll show you, make sure you use this form for attendance. This form is just an introduction as to who you are, but it will also be used for attendance purposes. So make sure you fill it. All right. I think we're done for today. And guys, have a nice day. Make sure you stay safe. Make sure you wear masks to the lectures, and looking forward to see you all. Bye.